Good morning. I'm El Chicarelli, and I'm here to give you your daily update on the NOLA DACA project. We got over $5,000 last night. That's really crazy and very, very exciting for all these residents. But I wanted to start off by talking about leadership in medicine. And just to give you an idea of what these residents are feeling, when I would call and get in contact with a chief resident or a resident leading their team yesterday, say, hey, I want to give you guys free food, I would hear this pause. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Or this is something that we could really, really use. And you can just hear the relief in these chief residents, these upper level residents, these physicians' voices that, they're going to get to take care of their team today. And that's what leadership is. Taking care of your people. So I am an Air Force Academy graduate, and I was issued this little book of lovely military knowledge. But the quote that we most often recite when we're cadets in training is Schofield's quote. Major General John M. Schofield's graduation address to the graduating class of 1879 at West Point is as follows. It's very long, but the meat of it really is this little piece. The one mode or other of dealing with subordinates springs from a corresponding spirit in the breast of the commander. He who feels the respect which is due to others cannot fail to inspire in them respect towards himself. And that's what we're seeing with these chiefs and these teams. They are really, really excited to be able to take care of their people with the resources that we're giving them. And that's what leadership is. These people are going to leave these programs and be physician leaders in their communities, physician leaders in research, and they're just going to go on to do great things from the skills that they're learning taking care of their teams. So those are my thoughts on leadership. Please comment or add any other topics that you'd like me to give my opinion on. Oh yeah, my opinions expressed in this video don't represent any of those of the Air Force or any of these residency programs or anyone other than myself. Other updates, I wanted to put it out there that if these residents don't get food from these restaurants, they're not going hungry. All of the cafeterias in these hospitals, as far as I know, are still open and running. And there's lots of other takeout options and they will get fed. But what we're doing is we're organizing a time and a place for them to get, sort of nourishment from their city. Because if you've heard anything about New Orleans, you've heard about the food. And so, we're giving them spiritual nourishment as far as support and a little bit of brightening their day. And we're also giving them that physical nourishment and supporting these businesses. Our first day, we supported Reginellis. Our second day, we supported the Banh Boys of Metairie. Shout out. And today and the next couple of days, we're going to be supporting the team behind Petite Grocery and Justine. So get excited. I want to do a couple of other shout outs. Beverly, your son is a Tulane internal medicine resident at the VA. We're going to get him fed. He's going to get food from La Petite Grocery tomorrow. In fact, the whole Tulane internal medicine program is going to get food. That's 105 residents over the next 2 days from La Petite Grocery. I want to give a shout out to my program director while I was a pediatric resident, Dr. Chelsea Sandlin. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for making me the doctor that I am today. Thank you to Dr. Lefevre, my clinic attending in pediatric residency, for making a donation. And thank you for making me the doctor that I am today. I also want to thank my husband's parents, Dr. B and Usha, for their very generous donation and helping support their daughter Camille and the Tulane Internal Medicine Residency Program. So just to recap who we fed so far, definitely LSU Pediatrics at Children's. Friday we fed East Jefferson Family Medicine and the UMC MICU. Today for lunch we're going to feed the UMC ER, Auctioner Kenner residents, and Tulane UMC internal medicine residents, covering wards and ICUs. Tomorrow we are going to feed Tulane internal medicine residents covering the Tulane VA, and again circling back and hitting the UMC ICUs and wards. So we're really trying to target people that are on the front lines. As far as connections, I have contacts with the LSU Foundation and the Tulane Alumni Association. Hi, this is my chihuahua making noise. The Tulane Alumni Foundation and the LSU Association to help get us some more donations and see how long we can keep this rolling. I have to go back to work myself on Monday, although it's telework. I am going to have a more reasonable workload next week. And so I have two very, very trustworthy medical students on the ground that I still know in New Orleans that are going to help me run this thing. So look to see some different faces and voices in this conversation. And if I learn anything in residency from Dr. Chelsea Sandlin and Suzanne Lefevre, it's how to say when I'm out of my comfort zone and when I am out of my skill set, and I am not going to have enough time to keep this thing rolling when I go back to work next week. Other housekeeping things, we are now a 501e. All of your donations are tax deductible. We are still looking for contacts at Oxford, Maine, Truro, West Jefferson Medical Center, and I'm not sure if there are residents at Baptist, but we want to connect with as many residents as possible. This video is already very long, so please post your questions, comments, email us, noladocproject@gmail.com if you want to help or get involved. Thanks. Have a lovely morning.